Saber blade. Seek the light in darkness. Saber blade. Seek the light in darkness.
Good evening, everybody. We are back for FASCAR. It's been a couple of weeks. We had to take some time off. I went racing, didn't feel that great afterward. So here we are. We're jumping right into it. We've got trucks tonight at ISS, which should be an absolute blast. And I totally screwed up on not getting any of the race info up, so I'll just kind of spout it off the top of my head. We've got 20 laps tonight, one fast repair, unlimited green white checkers. You got unlimited tires of fuel. Should be a good time. We've actually got a pretty good turnout, about 20 drivers or so, 25 drivers. So it should be a pretty solid race. We might see some big wrecks, some wild ones, all sorts of wild things. So I do have the Gominator in the booth with me tonight. We have no diesel. Where did you find your pants yet?
Maybe. I don't know.
How do you not know? Or are you in shorts? You got your chicken legs out again?
Yeah,
that's what's going on. Okay. We got no Diesel in the booth tonight. He's sicker than the dog. So Diesel, take care of your voice. I know you're watching, buddy, and we'll have you next week. Speaking of next week, the Gominator is going to miss next week, which I figured he'd be here for, but apparently that's not a thing. We got 87s at Talladega. It's going to be a huge thing. It is the anniversary race. We pushed it back a week because of everything else, and I didn't want people to miss out. So for those, we're gonna kind of adjust things a little bit. It'll be double race lengths for both races. We'll start earlier, probably about 6 o'clock. And if we can pull it off, I'm gonna see if my computer will run 60 cars. If we can do a 60 car race, it should make things interesting. We'll have double fast repairs for that just because of the length. But other than that, it'll be a Talladega race in the 87s. So you're not gonna want to miss that. It's gonna be a good time. So but how much time we got left, Tom, on the SLOCAR stuff for qualifying? Are you still not in yet?
I'm looking. Yeah, about a minute left in the session.
Okay, cool. So we'll let these guys get through the rest of that. As you can see, we got some new overlay stuff like we've had in the the other races I've been broadcasting. We're still working on some things. I got some ideas that I want to do with this that I saw on another broadcaster's channel the other day, who gave me a huge shout out. So shout out to Stephen Lane on that one. Gave me a lot of props on that. But we're gonna try some different things with the overlays, make it look a little bit better. But outside of that, I expect a lot of cars to kind of stay in this tonight because of the track being as big as it is. It gives guys a chance to save the fast repair and fix the damage rather than burn it. So that could be kind of interesting. But yeah, that's all I got. Tom, you got any thoughts for tonight?
Well, at this 3-mile high banked oval base in Concord, Mass, I'd love to know where in Concord, Mass, that they would have built this track. Locally known as iRacing Superspeedway, Coca-Cola Superspeedway, Pepsi Superspeedway, depending on how far back you go in the sim racing world. Got about 82-degree track temp. It's dry out. It's got a little bit of cloud in the sky. Should be a good time. Big track, a lot of room, but there's drivers in here with not a whole lot of patience. So we'll go on and we'll see what happens.
All right, let's get our grid up for tonight. So we've got James Jepson is going to start on the pole. Brian Hebbard is going to be second. Ian Craig third. Blaine Sutton fourth. Mike McKaylee, old fatherball, he's going to start fifth. Matt Cook is going to start sixth. Antonio Oliver is seventh. Ed Lee is going to start eighth. Mark Thompson ninth. Thomas Gratton is 10th. Darby Kerrigan is going to be 11th. Aaron Rolland is 12th. Moving back a little bit further, Steve Burstling is going to be 13th. Tyler Moore 14th. Ron St. Louis 15th. Tyler Stroll is 16th. Gerald Robertson 17th. James Cooper is 18th. Rich Rankin is 19th. And excuse me for a second. As soon as JD quits talking in game, I have to say something. Restart zones are enabled for tonight, guys. We don't need driver details. We want the timing tower. All right.
You could show some driver details. I mean,
well, yeah, we'll get to that as we go. Like I don't want it on the screen right now. All right, so we do this every week. How many laps to the first caution? Who's your winner? How many cautions?
the first caution I'm going to say is lap 2. Winner's going to be Mike McKaylee.
Okay.
And I'm going to say there's going to be 4 cautions.
4 cautions. All right. All right. Man, who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with oh. Man, this is tough. I'm going to go with Tyler Moore on this one. I haven't picked Tyler yet, so I'm sure he's probably listening and already freaking out because everybody that I pick, it winds up in a shit show. I'll go 2 cautions. First one, lap 5. So that's what I got. To get my track map up. I heard you. Tyler's already freaking out.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Now we got a few newbies in here too.
Yeah, we did this as a hosted one. We're trying to get some more guys for SLOCAR. So if you're under a 1500 I rating, this is your jam. But as we get ready to go green, we're off. Two by two down the start stretch. How soon before the first car goes sliding out of the way? Although the trucks here are pretty stable. It's clipping the apron you really got to look out for.
Clipping the apron, and then you get the weird air right around. Well, usually the person running the middle line.
Yeah, if they go 3 wide, it gets interesting. It's like the car or the truck doesn't have it's like it's got no downforce at that point. So
Wide.
Oh, this cannot go good. We'll see if they hold it.
Oh,
They keep it clean.
Way to hang on to it, boys.
Golly, that was going to look ugly there for a second.
Woo.
James Jepson
Over
going to be
4 wide again. My apologies.
3 wide down the front stretch. Fatherball's hanging that low line. I think that's probably the safest place because if anything happens, it usually goes upward. Like Mike right there in the bottom. He hangs on to it though. We got one up in the wall. That looked like the 72 of Antonio Oliver. James Jepson is going to be your leader. We got Thomas Grattan crashed in the back.
Oh, there
it is. We'll catch that in the replay here in just a second, but my God.
Ooh, what lap we got? What lap do we got?
We got, what lap is it? The new overlays don't tell me.
Lap 2.
Lap 2? We close for some people. All right, let me get back to that wreck there.
I finally won something.
It's not been a good week for you at Talladega, so.
No, I definitely had not been a good week for Talladega.
All right, who do we got that wrecked there? That looks like the 9 truck. So we'll go ahead and back this up just a little bit, but it kind of looks like there was some net code there. Check it out from the blimp. Yeah, there was about 2 foot of net code, and they all wind up in the catch fence except for the 40 who winds up coming down.
Whew.
So that's a rough one.
Yeah. Mac Cook's struggling to find a pit box right now. I don't think he's got any steering. And
that thing is busted. Yeah. He was the truck in the outside wall. So.
God, it looks like he hit everything but the ugly tree.
I'm pretty sure he hit that too. Diesel says he figured they'd go further before wrecking.
Diesel, you're not in the booth. You don't get an opinion. I don't care how sick you are. Sally.
He's actually got a point on the info. Like once the caution comes out, it doesn't show me the laps left. I've got to look at that and see if I can't figure it out. Diesel says he gets all the opinions. Oh man. All right, so James Jepson is going to be your leader. Mike McKaylee's sitting in second. Mark Thompson's third. Tyler Stroll fourth. Steve Burstling is fifth. Ed Lee sixth. Daryl Robertson seventh. Tyler Moore is eighth. Antonio Oliver ninth. And Darby Carrington is going to be 10th. So there's your top 10 so far. I'm trying to get a better angle. Maybe I used 3 the last time, or was it 4? One of these has better TV angles.
I can tell you mixed and static is not it.
Yeah, no. Mixed and static is terrible. We'll try 3. I think that gives us a little bit wider angle. All right. No more getting laps back. I think somebody missed their assignment. All right. So James Jepson is going to be your restarter. Daryl Robertson to the outside. He gets to go as soon as we hit the restart zone. And we're off. Oh, and he just doesn't go. I don't know if he's in the wrong gear or what. Daryl Robertson going to get a good jump. Fatherball going to follow him through. Mike leading a charge with Mark Thompson in tow. And oh, there's one up in the wall. We're still green.
Fatherball to the lead.
Fatherball is in the lead. Daryl down below the line. I don't know if that was a bad bump. Kind of looked like it shoved him out of line. Mark Thompson's going to go to the lead now. Man, they hit that apron just right, and it's like suicide. It's not good. Oh, the 30 gets turned into the wall.
Airborne.
Oh, God, that's death. Ron barely escaped that. Did you see that shit?
No words. No words.
Yeah, we gotta, holy cow. We'll probably watch that from a couple of different angles. We're going to go ahead and
Roll that
roll
back, Charlie.
Yeah, I want to go. Let's go off the nose of Fatherball because it was right in front of him.
It was actually at him.
He gets him there. He starts to go high. Mike's holding the bottom, comes back up. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mike didn't clear him. And then where's my 30 cart? Tyler eats the wall head on. Barely misses Ron. The 851 of
Rolling.
Edward Lee's in it.
Never mind. Oh, Fatherball's blown up.
Wait, Fatherball blew up?
Oh, he's trailing smoke.
Did he money shift?
Oh, he's got damage. Did we miss something? I think we
Yeah.
missed something. I think we had shenanigans afoot. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. I think he might have shifted.
Well, I've got that he crashed.
The reason why he crashed, though, I think has to do with the one too many downshifts.
Oh, shit. That'll do it. That'll do it.
Fatherball, you're my pick, man. You got to be doing better than this.
So unfortunately, and I heard him saying something about the pacing black box was in his way. So I don't know if he like saw the car behind the pacing black box, freaked out, downshifted, and when it did, it spun him right. Everybody choosing this time. They are using the end of pit road exit to make that choice. I kind of wish there was a cone there, but it is what it is.
Cone or perhaps a car. Oh, Fatherball just lock it up again?
I don't think so.
He just, what?
He just towed back to the pits.
I'm so confused.
I'm very confused as to what's going on here as well. So,
If anybody's got some insight on that, please let us know.
yeah, if somebody is in, if Race Control's watching, if they could let us know or whatever. All right, Mark Thompson going to lead us to the green. We got, was it Brian Hubbard is to the outside? He can go once he's in the restart zone. So once we cross the white lines, we're good. We're green. My God, I can't spit that out. And Brian Hubbard's going to take over the lead there. Looks like James Jepson in tow. I'm just looking. We've got 13 trucks still in it. some of these guys are really going to have to dig unless we get a caution pretty quickly. 18 laps to go. Mark Thompson coming back on the outside. So you got Thompson, Heber, Jepson, Robertson, Craig, Stroll, Sutton, Burstling, Moore, and Lee, your top 10. Ooh, Darrell getting a little loose on that bottom lane. And that's tough because it's once you're loose in this truck here, it's almost like you're
saving it.
Yeah, you're just along for the ride until it lands. I say that's the only thing I don't like about the this track is it seems like it takes forever for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's actually interesting is that the line that everybody chooses to run, you know, to hug the yellow and just paint it, actually isn't the line around this place.
Oh! He
Hard.
keeps it up in the wall. Ian Craig kept it up in the wall. Yeah, the line here is actually enter kind of high.
Yep. And you try to make the track as smooth as you can. You see the
Mark Thompson is airborne. My God. Not a lot of damage out of that truck, though.
Whew.
That's kind of wild.
Out his shorts.
We got a lot of things to unpack from that one.
I need an adult.
Yeah. We'll go here. We'll go blimp. And he just barely gets into his quarter panel like we saw with that wreck with Fatherball. And he tries to Donnie Allison the outside wall. The 13 truck goes literally gravedigger, lifting the front wheels off the ground. And then I got the 851 of Edward Lee straight into him right there. And that's also the 26 of Tyler Moore involved as well. So, but, well, it's caution number 3.
Did anybody pick the trifecta before?
I think Diesel's come close. I don't think I've ever gotten it. The only time I got it was a SLOCAR race, and we had like one caution. But it's pretty easy to do when the numbers are a little on the limited side. So, so Tyler Stroll's going to be your leader after that. I do believe this might be a long caution.
Yeah, we're pretty close to halfway.
We'll see what they decide. The first couple have been short, so they might go long caution on this. Now, if we can get done with FASCAR at a reasonable pace, depending on what time that's finished, we might keep the stream going. I might run some 87s at Talladega, so we'll see what happens there.
I don't want to talk about Talladega. It's been a rough week.
Yeah, it's not been kind to you at all. Not been a fun time for the Gominator. So we got 9 cars on track. We got 4 still in the pits. So I'll let these guys get some damage fixed, but I haven't heard the call for no more getting laps back, and we didn't choose that time, so I'm going to assume this is a long caution.
And caution laps take forever here. So we were talking about the line before. If you look at the track, there are pumps going into the entry and out of the exit of each turn. but there's a very specific groove that the car doesn't really land all that hard, and it doesn't take off all that hard. Because you get loose coming out of the corner because, you know, the car just takes off, and then you get the air underneath you, and away you go. And going into the corner, you get the air underneath you because you went over the hump to land in the corner.
Yeah. It almost feels like you're a paper airplane headed into the corner, nilly-willy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Corn said he's sorry about the crashes. He stuck his car in a bad spot. Read through the chat here. Tyler Moore says too much damage. We're done. Don't got a lot of guys going high. All right, Daryl's going to be like one of the only going to be the only car to the outside. Apparently somebody's lacking in job skill tonight.
I mean, what?
Somebody's
I'm trying.
so somebody's sleeping on the job in race control.
Oh.
And JD puts a comment in the chat, bite me.
Hey, JD, maybe you should focus more on the racing, not the chat. Just saying.
All right, Tyler Stroll gonna kick this thing back off. Daryl Robertson to his outside. He hits the white line here. You go any time. We're off. Tyler Stroll, actually, I think the only restarter so far to have a good jump on the field. He's got Blaine Sutton right behind him as we head down through 1 and 2. See if these guys can get some green flag laps in, but I don't know. I'm starting to see 3 wide back there. Nothing good comes out of 3 wide around this joint.
No, not especially with. Anyway.
And the other thing that I'm seeing is this guy's just taking every run they can get.
5 wide.
Are we 5 wide further back?
We were.
Oh my God. Tyler Stroll still leads. Hey, we made it through 3 and 4 without death yet.
'18's got to watch it. You know, his temps are probably going to go through the roof if the ball's that close.
Oh, I know. Especially here. The truck likes to go bang pretty easy. Down into 1 and 2. See, I think 1 and 2's actually got a better line. Like, I think 3 and 4 has a different, like, entry to it. Like, 1 doesn't seem to drop out nearly as much as 3 does.
It's a bit of a head game.
I guess.
So literally what, I'm going to go back a little bit here. When Papyrus made this track back in 2001, 2002, so almost 26 years ago, they literally formed from the start-finish line to about the back straightaway, about the middle of the back straightaway, and then they hit copy, paste, rotate.
So technically, it's
exactly symmetrical.
Weird. Because it definitely...
Yeah. 3 cars upside down. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Have to go back and check out what happened there. We'll go blimp. Back it up. So you got Ron and Mark Thompson side by side. And they're rotating into the corner. Or actually, are we still on the straightaway? I think we're still on the straightaway. I'm not really sure what happened there.
3 car went airborne and wound up upside down 2 miles down the road.
Yeah, but it almost looks like, let me do it this way. I'm not real sure what happens. Looked like a 21 might have come over on that one. Wow, Ron flips his ass off, and somehow all the panels are still on the truck. So somebody please explain that to me. Ugh. Yeah, Mike, the old father ball texted me. He's got all sorts of stuff that pops up at his screen, and he can't see shit when he's under caution.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully you get that straightened out.
Yeah, I've got to get with him after the broadcast and get him square. So that should hopefully fix that. So we've got Tyler Stroll in the lead, Blaine Sutton second, Steve Burstling is third. Did they choose yet? Well, lights on pace car are still on. I'm confused. Not sure what's up here. But anyway, Steve Burstling's third, Brian Hebert is fourth, Aaron Rolland is fifth, Daryl Robertson sixth, Mark Thompson seventh, Antonio Oliver eighth, Edward Lee is ninth, and Ron St. Louis is 10th. Ian Craig says new computer's great, but he's still stuck. Oh, he still sucks. My bad. I read that wrong.
Very astute observation.
It's a very interesting observation to have in the chat. So Ian, I commend you for saying that.
Self-awareness is key.
Yeah, I guess.
That's course number 4, right?
So there we go. Now they're getting things sorted out. So we are choosing this time. So everybody kind of picking their lines. Tyler Stroll goes to the bottom. Quite a few guys actually going to the bottom, albeit a little late. I don't know if the 15 is going to move up. What?
Nope. We got shenanigans.
There we go. So that's going to put Steve Burstling to the outside lane. So Tyler Stroll's control car for the restart, and we'll get things back going.
Tell me you're new here without telling me you're new here.
Corn, Dustin, you guys are funny. I'm reading about as fast as I can, and my chat box is broken, so I had to pull it from the YouTube studio, so bear with me.
What kind of bear is it?
Grizzly. Big old mean fucker.
Gross.
He keeps wanting to fight me. I just want to pet him and hug him, and he just wants to get into a fight with me. All right. We hit the lines. He can go. Oh, and Tyler just doesn't go, but what happened to the 15? Did he spin? What just happened there?
Well, two cars tried to occupy the same space.
No,
what is going on.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna go on board with the 15 because I don't understand what happened. It sounded like he spun. See if we can hear it. He checked up after Tyler Stroll went.
What? Why?
I'm gonna roll that back again, but you can hear it, right? He tried to anticipate the start, and when Tyler didn't go right away, he checked up, and when he checked up, Daryl was right there. There's nothing Daryl was going to be able to do, I don't think.
He attempted to jump the start, didn't get it.
Tried to pull high.
This is kind of what happens when you try to play games here, guys.
Yeah.
There's a restart zone. You can't fire till the guy that's in the lead fires.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
This is a
So
very basic concept.
if
And then
uh,
after that, because with the way the rules are, you can't leave until the guy ahead of you leaves.
right,
And when you start pulling stuff like that, that's not good.
yeah, I would concur. I would definitely concur.
Ah, slow car people. So much fun.
Man, we've had some good races with these guys though too.
We have.
We've seen where they go caution free. So, and when we open it up on nights where you got new people and things like that, it does create a little bit of havoc. But I also talking to the guys that are in slow car, they want to race more guys, so we try to open it up, get some people in, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
And with new people, there's always growing pains.
yep. And ladies, Corn, yes, you're funny. You're funny.
Who?
He says, just guys. I said, and ladies.
Where?
We can't. My wife's in the race control room.
She's not in slow car, is she?
Oh, good Lord, shut up. These guys are going to choose. Man, we're starting to dwindle here. A lot of guys going to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which baffles me to no end, but
I think at this point, they just want to get some laps in. Like, how many we got left? About 10?
less. 5.
Okay. I thought we were closer to 10. So.
All right, boys and girls. Where do we think it's going to happen today?
It seems like 3 and 4 is our place, or the front stretch. So, yes, Corn Ron is still in it. He is sitting 8th place. He's actually right in the middle of 3 and 4, so he should be right behind him.
Here we go. Restart zone. Oh, we got a little bit of a jump.
Not really. I didn't see anything. They were damn near side by side. Stroll out to a good lead. He's got Blaine Sutton behind him. Ron did not make it to the back of the pack before the start. I mean, he's in the gas, but he's back there just a little bit. Might not be a bad place. We'll see what happens here the next about 350 yards as we head down into turn 3. Oh, buddy, 3 wide down into 3. I think we're going to make it through 3 pretty quickly. Oh, Tyler Stroll. He's got Blaine Sutton all over the back of him. 3 laps to go, or I'm sorry, 4 laps to go. Stupid software. I forget it updates based on the actual race, and the replay technically is a couple of seconds behind. So, still fairly single file through. Oh, 3 wide. Daryl's in the middle. Basically in the
sucker hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got nobody behind him, so he's got to jump somewhere. I don't know, Ethan. We might be done wrecking. We'll see.
Doubtful.
2x2. Tyler Stroll still leads. Blaine Sutton second. Brian Hebert. Brian Hebert is in the 87, which is actually the 40 car on screen. Aaron Rolland in there as well. Oh, they're getting real close.
Trying to go 3 wide.
Ron thought better of it. He said, "To hell with it, I'm backing out." He's gonna head back to the bottom. I still think the safest place right now with 3 to go, like, oh, Daryl's loose. Oh my God, Ron helicoptered. That was wild.
What in the blue? Oh, my heart.
How? Hold on. We're gonna. I think Ron gets the helicopter award tonight because holy shit.
No, he gets the hoverboard award. What in the
Oh my
hell?
God. So we're gonna go back and look at Daryl. We'll actually back it up. He does clip the apron on exit. So Daryl's fine. I don't know if the wheel just went light. I think that's what happened. Wheel went light. He clips the apron and it kicks the truck. He gets Andrew Thompson and then he's trying to catch it and he gets Ron. And Ron does one. Does he get two out of it? Do we get two?
Not quite.
Two. And maybe a half. A for effort. But I do want to come back and we're gonna go from a different angle on this because Ron was like 2 foot off the fucking ground. We'll go off TV2 here at speed. Yeah, he totally helicoptered the shit right out of it.
So 21's got a lot of wheel damage.
You said the 21?
Yeah, oh yeah. That right front shaking like a leaf on a tree.
Uh-oh. I don't know if he's got a faster pair left, so this should start the green-white checker phase though.
Yep.
So Tyler Stroll is going to be your leader across the line. Looks like Ron's already rolling again, so I think he's good. Just a second here.
Boy. This has been bad. Not bad racing, but like the wreck. Wild. Trucks getting airborne.
It's
People
been
going sideways.
it's been a wild race.
Yeah. This pretty much sums up my Talladega week, though. Like, it's just when you think you're doing good, you just get slapped in the face. Usually
Yeah.
by a car coming off the outside wall.
All right. So Ron is back in it. We've got 7 trucks still on the lead lap.
I believe Mark's done.
I believe so too. I think he ran out of, yep, he's done. He ran out of fast repairs, so alrighty. So we got 7 trucks left. Do we make it to the white flag?
Woo, I hope so. And they're off.
Pretty even start for the most part. Brian Hebbert's got the lead on the outside. Tyler Stroll's going to have the bottom with Blaine Sutton. Tyler Stroll leads off of turn number 2. Ron's going to join the fray on the bottom. Probably a safe play to see if we can get to the white. And then I expect all hell to break loose on the last lap as it's almost a dead heat down the backstretch. Down into the bottom we go. Ron keeps peeking. He's looking for a way around, trying to find his opening.
Is it there? Nope.
Nope.
Is it there? Nope.
I think we're gonna wait for probably the backstretch would be the
White
safest
flag.
place.
Brought to you by Credit One Bank.
We've got 2 trucks on the outside, everybody else at the bottom. Stroll leads in 1 and 2. Blaine Sutton's trying to look. Ron's headed to the high lane. Well, at this point, it's checkers or wreckers. Who's going to pull it off? 4 wide down the backstretch. Back down to 3. Ron on the high side. Tyler Stroll on the bottom. Oh, Ron's still good. He's going to need a whole lot of side draft to pull it off. Blaine Sutton looking every direction.
Tyler got him covered.
Oh, and they're going to race it out for the finish. Who's going to get it?
29.
Oh, Aaron Rowland pulls it off. Wow.
I just spoke all over you. I apologize.
No, you're good. That was an interesting finish. We're going to actually go blimp on this thing. Quarter speed. Ron just barely gets to Blaine. Everything's looking good. Blaine drifts back down. And I'm not sure if Tyler comes up. Yeah, it looks like Tyler comes up a little bit. And then it just opens the door for Aaron to drive right on by. And it was close at the finish. I'm going to back this up the manual way.
Within 0.41.
Do we have a start finish cam for this? I don't know if we do. I don't think we do. But that is close. And of course,
when your top 3 are within a 10th.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, within 500.
That's hella close. That is hella close. So we'll get the results up on the screen now. We'll get back live. And of course, I have the practice results. Pay no mind to what it says at the top. Aaron Rowland going to come home your winner. You want to go through it?
Tyler Stoll finished P2. Darrell Robertson will be your bronze medal winner. Blaine Sutton will be 4th. Ron St. Louis will round out your top 5. Brian Hebert, Antonio Oliver, Ed Lee, and Mark Thompson, and Steve Brett. Oh God, Bursling. I butchered your last name, pal. I'm sorry. That's going to round out your top 10. And the best of the rest is going to be James Jepson in 11th, Tyler Moore in 12th, Ian Craig 13th, Mr. McKaylee is in 14th, Darby Kerrigan is going to be in 15th, Matt Cook 16th, Thomas Gratton 17th, and 2 DNSs to James F. Copper and Rich Rankin.
Well, we got second place in the interview waiting room. We got Tyler Stroll. So let's grab him really quick. I know he's already going to be annoyed it would be. Especially being the fact that I picked him to win the race before we even go green, and I know he heard it. Kind of a wild one tonight.
Yeah, pretty wild one. I'm gonna take the blame on that. Coming to the finish, I went to go up a little bit to like get off, like try to like slow down them, and I guess some netcode pushed me into a lot further than I wanted to go, and it collected a lot of the guys.
Well, and that seemed to be a common occurrence tonight. Like guys would move just a little bit, and if they were too close, it's like the truck just pulls, like it just takes off. So
yeah, it happened earlier when I got into when I got thrown into the wall. At first I thought Fatherball got a hold of me, but then I looked back at it and it's netcode like always.
Well, I was gonna say it's either a netcode or a like an arrow pull, but off the corner there, it seems to be more netcode than anything. So
I like this track. The truck runs nice, pretty good on it, and watching everyone behind me in the mirror, it seems that going into the turns, I can get a lot better entry than some other people.
Right.
That's where you got to kind of watch, because what's in the mirror is in the past. and therefore does not matter. It's what's in front of you is what matters.
I'm
Well,
more just
Especially when
watching to
you
make
got
sure.
wide open. Whenever you got wide open track, don't even try to block. Because I mean, you try to block, that's how you're going to wind up getting wrecked, as
Uh,
shown by
yeah,
what you did today. No,
yeah.
when you, I mean, you could be talking to us as the winner, but no, you had to go try to block. But
See,
tell me
Yeah,
I'm wrong here.
Tom does have a point because what was it,
Yeah.
Cannonball Run, where the Italian guy says, "Oh, first rule of Italian driving: what's behind us is
Yeah.
in the past," and he rips the rearview mirror off and throws it away.
It was
So-
more like not. I wasn't really paying attention towards the end there. It was more like when I was in front for most of the time, and I was watching to see if a caution was going to come or anything.
Oh yeah, you're kind of looking at the
Because-
rearview mirror. I get it. I get
No,
it.
no,
It's
no,
like-
I'm still looking out front because there's those fancy lights.
Because sometimes you sit there and you're watching, all of a sudden you just see everyone shift up
Yep.
behind you.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. I get it. Well, you came close. I almost pulled off the winner tonight, but you just,
No, you
just a-
picked you picked the other Tyler. You picked Tyler
Did I-
Moore.
I thought oh, that's right. I did pick Tyler Moore. I thought I picked you. I thought I had you picked that. Okay. Yep. Mixing up Tyler's. It happens.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you were close. You missed out by
He
an
chose Tyler Nichols to pick this win slow car.
oh, that would be funny, but you missed out by like a fender length. So,
Yeah.
pretty close there, but not a
It
bad
was alright.
run. So
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun running. I'm sorry to everyone at the end there.
it happens.
That's
It happens.
yeah.
So, all right,
Alright,
buddy.
well, have a good night, guys.
You too, bud.
Yep.
All right. How did I move race control above broadcast booth? That was weird. All right, FASCAR guys, session is live right now, so head on in. You got about 21 minutes. And we're gonna get this stuff off the screen as soon as I can. I swear to God, sometimes I need like more screens. I hate it. Hold on. We gotta get crap off the screen here so I can actually navigate stuff. So we're gonna head over to the FASCAR lobby. Click OK, pull this guy over, make this a little bit bigger. View session. Oh, we already got a bunch of people in here, which isn't a bad thing. I expect absolute chaos tonight, so especially with the amount of net code. So yes, Josh, I will get that taken care of as soon as I'm in session, or I can get race control to do it. Which actually I will text my wife right now. There we go. I got everybody wanting text messages too. Let me know when the session's live. Come on, load up. I don't know why this session always seems to take forever to load up here. Yes, Justin, the session is live. You should know that by now because you're already in it. Ed, I heard that Yes Car last night was kind of nuts. All right, come on. We'll hide that little guy. We'll get rid of this dude. If it wants to.
Did I come across?
What just happened there? Okay, there we go.
I don't think she actually enabled me.
Yes, I heard you. She heard you as well. Because she responded.
Oh, okay.
So
Why didn't I hear?
she's
Because I
on
have the chat all the way down.
you ding dong.
It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
let's load up the FASCAR stuff now. All right, so there goes this guy. There we go. Get everything pulling up. FASCAR stuff is up. All righty. I'm gonna get rid of this guy too. Okay, I think my overlays are good. We'll set this to most exciting. We'll let this roll around for a little bit. Diggs, I'd be okay with that. Like, actually, if I had 2 screens up top, it would make my life a whole lot easier because Discord would go on one, and I could put OBS on the other. It would make life much, much simpler. And we've got to fix the overlay for the track. I just realized that because for some reason here, the track map I cannot get it big enough. It's really kind of annoying, and I hate it.
Yep.
Because if I was going to stretch it so it would fit the over the logos, it'd have to take up half the screen. It's dumb. There we go. Now it's up a little bit higher, so life's okay. Alrighty.
Who is Raven Metheny?
He is in he's in JD server. I know the name.
Like, what stood out to me was Metheny. I was like, that's funny.
No, that's his actual last name.
Oh, that's not nearly as funny now.
And if you look, I think his car number is 404, which
error.
is an internet error. 404 not found.
Somebody had a fire truck. Who had the fire truck?
Probably Matt Yost. Matt's usually
It was Matt Yost.
I was gonna say Matt's usually in the fire truck. So I like Damien's paint. He went with the country time paint. Little special fills in his 00 car, which if you look at it closely, look in the zeros, everybody, you'll see what he's been working on.
If you're over 18.
Yeah, otherwise avert your eyes. We'll get their
I kind of like
best.
Scott Thompson's paint scheme.
He's in the choose car. Of course you do. Choose car sponsored by Full 8 Sports. Don't forget that, guys. Link to the website is down in the description. Tom, you want to give them the rundown?
Oh, I haven't done this in a while. So Full 8 Sports is there for all of your sponsorship needs. If you are an aspiring driver, or if you have something that you think you can market, contact Danny.
There
She
you
can
go.
help you out.
Like I said, link in the description.
She's my PR lady, and she says I'm a nightmare.
Diggs, I do have a 3-screen rig. I actually have 4 screens. I've got the screen that you guys are seeing, and then I have screens on left and right, obviously, and then I've got my Discord and my OBS is up above. So it's out of the way of the racing scene. But if I had 2 screens up there, my life would be much simpler. So, and I know once we get to race time, Tom's probably out of here. So you're just gonna have me in the booth, guys. So we'll try and make some funny calls, some decent calls, and maybe we'll get to talk to Tom again at the end if he hasn't died. So that'll be a thing.
With the way my week's going, you'll probably talk to me when you go to run Talladega.
Probably. Which, keep in mind, if we make it to race time, or if we get done with this race before 9:30, we're gonna jump in the 9:30 on stream. We'll go run that race and go have some fun with it. So we're gonna turn that off and see if that helps some things. I've noticed I've been clipping when I make very loud broadcast stuff. Oh God, there's already death.
How many cars we got already?
26, 8, 10, 12, 14. We got 15? And we got Diesel in the race tonight, which I kind of figured he'd probably run, being that he can't talk. Should we be setting this to focus on crashes? I think we should focus on crashes. Phil says he has a QR code on his truck. Oh, there's more death. Tom Herod flipping his ass off. Let's see if we can find Phil Connor here. We're gonna go Chase, I think. I think it's on. Oh, it's yeah. There's the QR code on the back of Special Phil's truck. So, which if I if I remember correctly, the QR code I think takes you to Robin's Discord, which we have the race control queen herself.
Hello, I was watching your broadcast and I happened to see that lovely QR code.
What does the
So
QR
that
code take us to?
So that QR code will take you to the donation website. It's like the link that takes you to the Susan G. Komen website that we're doing the charity race for, the Tata Dega 200. That link will take you to the donation website. That's not the Discord link or the sign up link. That's the donation.
Okay,
website
that's
link.
what it was.
The donations open the week of the race, and the race is October 25th. So that whole entire week before, donations open.
And what is our goal for the donation link? What's the money goal?
The money goal is set to $1,000. That's just me being super optimistic, you know? So that's what our goal is set to. The proceeds that we make from entry fees and any donations that we get will all go to that. We are trying to get signups. I do have a little incentive. If I can get 30 people entered and paid, I will dye my hair pink. So if you guys are interested in joining the Tata Dega 200, which is trucks at Talladega, let us know. We can get you my Discord information and sign up information.
Yeah, all that info's over in my Discord as well. So if you're already in my Discord, there's a link over in the hosted section that'll take you over there. And signups go until the day before the race. The only reason that we're stopping at that point, we are doing a payout for first, second, third, as well as best paint. And I've got to get the numbers right before we actually go racing the next day. So make sure that if you're interested, get over there, get signed up, get your entry fee in, and come up with your best pink paint. And we're gonna have a great time. You know, I don't think there's any one of us out there that hasn't had breast cancer affect us in some way, shape, or form in our lives. So the whole thing's for a good cause. You know, Robin's got her rule book ready when she needs it, but for the most part, it's gonna be a good time.
It'll be broadcasted right here on Stevens Motorsports.
We'll have it live. We'll be doing donation stuff then.
Yep.
So you're not going to want to miss that. That's for sure.
Nope. But okay, thanks for listening to me, and you guys have a great rest of your evening.
Okay, well, don't ban anybody tonight. Let's try not to do that.
Well, hopefully nobody gives me a reson to. So
there you go. There's your
Okay,
race
bye.
control, everybody. But yeah, no, that was something that Robin won. Oh, good God! What? Oh my God! Phil just merged. That was scary as hell. Anyway, let's turn that. Yeah. My God. Anyway, where was I going with? Okay, this is what I was saying. No, I totally anticipate some solid paint schemes coming out for this race. We're going to try to have everybody's paint scheme on broadcast. We'll do voting probably for a week on the paint scheme. We'll hold that open or a couple of days. And it look kind of like what we did for the firecracker. I know we're really hoping to get Robin to dye her hair pink before the race. So let's Gabe Griffin around.
Already, I think.
What, she dyed her hair?
Yep, she usually does a pink stripe.
That's what Robin does, but I think she's gonna go all out pink.
Yeah. No, I started off, or she started doing that with my sister when my mom got sick, and then she just kind of kept doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every now
So-
and again, I look in the tub and I'm like, "Who died in here?" And then I
See,
remember that she
it
dyed
dyes her
her.
hair pink.
Yeah.
See, I've got a couple of. I had a buddy that put together. It started out as a breast cancer awareness bike. It was an all-white Yamaha, and he had graphics made up with pink in it and everything. And then he started having people put their names on it of family members or whatever that were affected by it. And then it just kind of morphed into a general cancer bike because he wanted more
Yeah.
names on it. And there wasn't a ton. And off-road racing in Michigan, it's kind of a niche thing. But I remember they did it all up, and I think they auctioned the plastic off, if I remember right. Very cool. So Stoku, I wish I could not go to work like that. Maybe I hate to do it because I got a plan for this mop of a hair. And actually let me put the
It involves looking like a horse for a little bit.
you're funny. I know I've
Right.
got my camera on here somewhere. There we are. So we got this whole mullet thing we got going on, and my plan is to hopefully do some sort of fundraiser with November and No Shave November and all that. I got the beard going. We'll talk about that here in a little while. But I'm gonna do something with No Shave November, and then my mullet will shave it off or something. So but that's kind of what we're thinking. But
So, going back to the cancer charity thing, there was this thing around here called Relay for Life, and I'm not sure if they're nationwide or not, but we did that for a little bit. And when Robin said the Talladega thing, the name of the team that we had for the Relay for Life was the Tata Warriors,
oh, that's funny.
which then morphed into Team Fighting More Than Fires.
Gotcha. Okay.
So where the Relay for Life around here used to take place at the old Rhinebeck Speedway, which
Okay.
was a half-mile track that was now defunct, but they found a good use for it. And for those of you that aren't in the know, the Relay for Life, the point is to keep somebody on the track, at least one teammate on the track for 24 hours.
Gotcha.
And they have like special laps that you do, like you have the walk backwards lap where you do a lap backwards.
Yep.
Then there's the something that we did was the honor walk, and the honor walk is kind of like one of those things where they shut all the lights off, and the track is now lined with candles.
Okay.
And the candles are in a bag, and written on the bag is the names of the people that, like, the people had to have cancer, either past or surviving it or fighting it.
Right.
And the lights go out, and then you walk the track lined with candles, and then they give each individual walking the track a candle. And
Oh, that's cool.
and then they get we had the Amher Scotts, the bagpipe band,
Yep.
and they play a cadence until you hit the backstretch, and when you hit the backstretch, they start playing Amazing Grace, and it's just like you want to see a bunch of grown ass men cry. Like,
Oh yeah.
one of the most beautiful things I've seen in a long time.
Oh, Gary's dead. I was gonna say something after you said what you said. I had something. How much time we got left in practice, Tom?
424.
424. Okay. I'm gonna get something to drink really quick and use the facilities, and then get ready to call this thing. But I will be back in just.
Okay. But yes, that Fighting More Than Fire things during that honor lap, the 1 year. For those of you that are in emergency services, you know what a Rescue Randy is. Rescue Randy is a 160-pound dummy that we use in like search and rescue drills. So one of the bright ideas we had to walk this half-mile track during the honor lap was that one of us had to carry the dummy for the whole lap. Mainly because cancer is such a prominent thing that happens in the fire service. Unfortunately, to the first responders, because of all the things that we expose ourselves to. But the point of carrying the dummy for that lap was I carry my brother the way he showed me how, and it's my turn to carry him where he carried me. And I tell you what, carrying 160 pounds more than 100 feet got pretty tiring. And by the time I got to about the end of turn 1, I had to hand the dummy off. But we then made it a goal that we don't let the dummy touch the ground. Where was I going with this?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm trying to come up.
So the No Shave November thing, I figure I'll talk about it now since I'm kind of filling some time. I started doing the No Shave November thing about 15 years ago. It started as just a goofy thing with a bunch of coworkers, and then we started doing it year after year. And then it got to be just me and another guy. We started doing it in like September. And so we do September to the end of December on my birthday, and we shave it off on my birthday. And unfortunately, a couple of years after I quit, or it was about a year after I quit working there, he passed away of a drug overdose. And ever since then, I've always kind of done something with No Shave November. Whether it's from September onward, with it being as warm as it has been, keeping a beard right now is not my idea of a great time. So we're gonna do from October to my birthday on that. We're gonna keep the mullet going, and then we'll I'm thinking about doing something with donations, and then like cutting my hair off for a charity, something like that, and donating that as well. So
One of the guys I used to work with, we did a No Shave November thing.
Yep.
And we get to like November 5th, and he comes in and his face is clean. We're like, dude, what the fuck? And he goes, what? And I was like, No Shave November, man. He goes, I didn't shave.
What?
And then we're like, what? He goes, oh, you mean I wasn't supposed to shave my face? We're like, God damn it, dude.
Oh my! What did he think you were talking about?
I'm not going.
Don't answer that. Don't answer. Just I kind of already know, but just don't answer that. Oh my God! Some people's kids.
Right?
Oh man!
He was one of those kids that Bush definitely should have left behind.
Oh my God, Tom! Oh shit! Well, we should be getting close.
We're about a minute away from qualifying.
That's kind of what I thought. So. And actually, it looks like it already advanced. So I think you lied. I think you lied, Tom.
No, we are going into qualifying, right?
Now?
Yeah.
It says qualifying, so.
Huh.
Okay.
That'd be.
Well, I'm assuming you're going to jump to somewhere.
I will in a second.
Okay.
Sure, I'll just hang with you for when I do my qualifying lap.
That's fair. See if Tom can't wreck it. Oh, there he is.
No, see, my sugar is much better now. So.
Oh, okay. See, the Gominator, me and the Gominator had a little bit of an issue last night in a race. My 4700 is now gone.
No, you didn't have an issue. I had an issue, and you just happened to be a byproduct of that issue.
Yeah. Well, you technically had two issues. You had the issue with the front end, and then you had the other issue going on, which didn't make things easier.
Well, I think one led to the other, and that was kind of yeah. It wasn't
Yeah,
good. I'm okay now though. We're fine.
we're fine.
Let's see if this works here. Get all the way up to the wall.
See if you can't run it down the hill.
Yeah. And there's that lip I was talking about. Doing a whopping 186.
That's hauling. Be glad I didn't give you one lap to qualify.
Jesus.
Right? I could be that sadistic.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be bad, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
but then you'd be too close to that inferior product. Yeah. Those knuckle draggers over there.
I could make it to where you had less fuel in one lap to do it.
And qualifying tape.
Yes, because this is actually race tape.
Yep. Let's see here.
Scott says he's tempted to qualify as the choose truck. That would be funny. Dennis has done it before.
Yeah, but Dennis did it by accident because he had a brain fart.
He just jumped out there and went.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Gary and that paint scheme that I put together for him, that actually looks really sharp. I'm pretty happy with how that came out.
Don't want to toot your own horn, but toot toot.
Well, no, I mean, like, it was something that I actually had to talk him into me doing the truck one. And he's like, well, put something together, see what you can do. And I started playing with some flat, some chrome and gloss, and it came out. It actually looks really sharp for what it is.
Ah, 721 is the best I can do.
Man, Kova on the top of the board with a 628. All good, Corn. Yeah, I don't know what Kova did, but oh, Damien to the top of the board with a 584.
Ooh, he cheating. Ooh, they cheating.
Hey, smells like cheese.
Yeah, it does. It smells a lot like cheese. Somebody might want to check their laps, make sure they're not crossing below the yellow line.
Oh, man.
Oh.
RJ with
so
a
they're going-
604.
Ah,
If I
Well,
remember.
they,
Go ahead, Tom.
they're going through their spiel.
Yep.
Just a quick thing. I want to thank you and the admin team for the Klondike bar. And you guys held up your end of the bargain. I will hold up the end of mine.
All right. All right. Well,
If you want to
We're-
just
before you go, where do you think you're going to finish tonight?
on the track.
Or on the flatbed?
It could go either way. I might wind up with the catchments too. With some of the some of the squirrels that are in here, whew, it may not be good.
I think Tom's going to wind up at the catch fence, but that's just me.
Probably more than once.
So, okay. Well, race time, buddy. Good luck to you.
Gonna need all of it. Thank you.
Yep. We'll talk to you later.
Later.
All right. Well, Tom is headed to wherever he wants to go sit.
I'm working on it. Just give me a minute.
For some reason, it showed that you were gone. I'm so confused. I think he's gone now. So you're getting stuck with me at this point. All right, let's get this stupid thing off the screen. We're gonna get the grid up. So you got Damian Conrad on the pole with a 56.584. We're going to hide this guy too while this is on screen. We got RJ Hurst starting on the outside row. Kovalenko is going to start third. Matt Yost fourth. Blaine Sutton is fifth. Zach Ranke sixth. Josh Cruz is seventh. Jacob Ritchie is 8th. Raven Metheny is 9th. Joe Thompson is 10th. Ethan Mosby 11th. Mitchell Calvin is 12th. Moving back a little bit further, Justin Bell is 13th. Connor Blasco is 14th. Tom Gom going to start 15th. Nick Adams is 16th. Kyle Carpenter 17th. Joe Sullivan is 18th. Tom Harrod is 19th. Aaron Rolland is going to be 20th. That's your winner from SLOCAR. He could get it done tonight. We have yet to have a same night winner in both. Old Special Phil Connor, he's going to start 21st. DJ Underwood is going to start 22nd. Joe Gooch is 23rd. Gabe Griffin is going to start 24th. Gary Freeman, 25th. Miguel Saldana is 25th. Diesel Weasel is 27th. Andrew Moger is 28th. Sean Cameraman, 29th. Eric Kapp is 30th. Aiden Haller, 31st. Dustin Ray, 32nd. Scott Thompson's 33rd. Nate Bundy's 34th. Eric Dillingham is 35th. Ron St. Louis is 36th. And that is your grid for the night. All right. Well, you guys know how we do it around here. We've got 36 cars in the field. Who you got for your winner? How many cautions? And when's the first one, guys? Let's hear it. I am going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Justin Bell for my win tonight. I think we're going to see 6 cautions. First one, lap 2. That's my thought. So all right, let me get our logos and our track map up. I like RJ's car tonight too. He worked on that for a little bit before race time, and it actually came out pretty sharp. Alrighty. Well, we got 40 laps of chaos. We'll stick some info up real quick while we're pacing. It's 64 degrees in the air. Actually, I think track temp might even be 68 based on that. 2-mile-an-hour wind speed, kind of cloudy. Humidity's high, so we should have some good racing. I decided not to make it hot with the way that this track runs anyways. We don't need it to get any worse. So that's going to be just going to be a thing. We saw practice 10 cautions first on second lap. That's fair, Michelle. That is fair. Damian Conrad going to bring us to the line. He hits in between those white lines. We're good to go. We're green flag racing. Two by two down into turn number 1 we go. I will try to do a crank it up if we can get it in, guys. We'll see how that goes. 3 wide already. I see the 22 of Zach Ranke trying to go around the outside, but we're going to be double file for the most part up front. Three by three. Damien continues to lead. Blaine Sutton ran up front all SLOCAR. We'll see if he can do something here in FASCAR as Kova's wrecking up into the wall. I do believe that's just going to be a couple car spin. We're going to stay green. Yep, Kova's all the way up there, so we're still green. It's going to let these guys stretch out just a little bit. I've got the 91 of Miguel Saldana crashed out of turn number 2. Looks like they're starting to roll again. So next time around, if we're still green, we'll go ahead and crank it up. Oh, we got the 29 up in the wall by himself. That's going to bring the caution out. we'll go take a look at that really quick. I'm looking at, oh, we don't, that's not, nope, that's going to be Tom Herod. That's okay. That little bit of confusion. Okay, so if we go off the blimp here, Tom's up high, and it kind of looks like the truck just pushes. Joe Sullivan goes mid, gets caught in the quarter panel. Wow. He's up in the fence, but lands back on all fours. Not too much damage to that truck, so that's pretty good. So this should be a short caution. Get our race details up so you guys, or, well, race recap up. So we're lap 3 out of 40. First caution of the night. Not too many people having to get a lap back either. That's the other nice thing about how big this place is. All right, no takers down pit road this time, which I kind of figured a bit early. I wouldn't want to give up the track position unless you thought that you had some damage. Michelle, you were not wrong. It definitely was the second lap. So I think instead of trying to wait until lap 3, what we'll do, we'll go off the car behind Damien, whoever that's gonna be. We'll go off the nose for that. We'll just crank it up from that restart. See how far we can get, and hopefully, you know, get you guys through everything. So, I believe Scott Thompson is out on track. We'll take a peek. He is in position, so we can go off the gearbox of that truck as everybody makes the long run down the backstretch towards the Choose car. I need to put something on the bed of this truck so that way it's actually appealing. Maybe we'll throw a Choose logo and some arrows or something. I don't know. Make it kind of interesting. It does look like Blaine Sutton's going to go down behind him. I believe everybody should clear the Choose truck. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So Damian Conrad going to be your restarter here. Like I said, we'll step aside for this. We'll crank it up. We'll let you guys hear it, and at least then that way we get some things in that we didn't get in for SLOCAR there. So we're gonna go off the nose of Blaine Sutton, and then just before we go green, we'll crank it up here, and we're gonna step on a side while we get ready to go green here, guys. Oh, and we have a massive one. Wow, that is like 3/4 of the field. And I thought I saw Josh Cruz. We'll have to run this back to when I saw. We'll run this back here. That's what I thought. I thought I saw Josh Cruz get a bump. Oh, he wound up down on the apron. We'll go blimp. And then we'll play it at quarter speed. I don't know if they checked up out of corner. Oh, Josh is trying to save the hell out of it. He's straddling that line that you can't really see right now. And then it just cuts. Tom goes to go high. Doors Justin Bell. Everything just happens at such a high rate. Holy Jesus. Tom's getting thrown. I'm looking for Matt Yost is in it. I mean, there's cars everywhere. Matt's backwards. Andrew Moger misses it. I kind of want to go off of like Ron's view of this because he was fairly close. Or actually, even Gary would be a good one. Let's go off the nose of Gary if we can. Let me find him really quick while things are moving around. We'll play it at speed. Oh, God. He went right up and over Phil Connor. Oh, Gary almost doesn't make it, but he does. That is wild. All right, these guys are going to choose this time, so hopefully you've either got your fast repair or saved it. Damian Conrad, Blaine Sutton, Ethan Mosby, Nick Adams, Zach Ranke, Diesel Weasel, Andrew Moger, Miguel Saldana, Jacob Ritchie, and Gary Freeman, your top 10. Wow. I wasn't expecting a truck up front to get kicked sideways and then all hell to break loose, so... Got a lot of guys scrambling off pit road as we speak. So there'll be some guys catching up here. But Damian controls the restart. You've got Nick Adams to the outside. And we'll see where things shake out here. Pace cars off. Remember, Damian's in control. The rest of these guys have to check up to the back of the field. Obviously, some of these are not going to have to just based on where they're at and what speed they're all going to be as Damian gets a good restart there. We've got a few guys coming off of pit road right now. But Damian Conrad going to lead down into the corner. Blaine Sutton behind him. And I believe that's Ethan Mosby in the 3 truck on the bottom. So the top 3 going to get away a little bit here. We'll make this a little bit wider. You see a little bit more. They are catching the lap cars, or 2 lap trucks, actually. Oh, RJ's going to try and hold bottom. We're going to make it through 3 and 4. We got a 5-truck breakaway up front. But if these guys keep racing, the rest of the pack's going to catch them in a hurry. Phil Connor backing way out, which I can't say that I blame him, being a lap down. Try to stay out of the pack and make it through to the end. Tom's damaged as well. He's got to stay out of the way as we make it down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody clean so far. Just saw RJ shoot below the line. Blaine Sutton going to go to the lead with Nick Adams pushing. He's going to drop back down, pick up Ranky. Maybe a little team tactic there? Not really sure. Ranky clips the apron. Nick Adams going to fall back a little bit. He's in 5th. Rest of the pack starting to kind of catch up to this. So things could get interesting as Damian goes up the middle and back to the lead with Ethan Mosby pushing. Almost 4 wide down the front stretch. As we head off into turn number 1, Damian's going to control the lead here. We've got Kova as a damaged car. He's up against the wall right now. Everybody trying to shuffle down so they don't have to check up. Damian continuing to lead. Couple guys clipping the apron there. Single file up front mostly, which is interesting. We'll go back by Ron. Still single file there. Actually, everybody single file, which is very intriguing. I'm actually surprised we don't have any double file racing in the top 10. All right, now it's going to space out. Damian's still with the lead. Blaine Sutton out there by himself. He's got no help. Everybody hangs that bottom. And Damian continues to lead. Then you got Mosby, Adams, Moger, St. Louis, Ritchie, Ranky, Bell, Bundy, and Gooch, your top 10. 3 wide a little bit further back here. As we look at Justin Bell. Oh, we got a 4 wide situation. Ranky getting shuffled out. Still 3 wide. Justin Bell trying to be the man on the move. Oh, Miguel shoots off to the bottom. Damian continuing to lead. Oh, Nick Adams smashes the apron. 29 laps to go. We'll have 28 when we cross the line. Justin Bell's trying to lead a second lane forward. As we go off the nose of his machine. Let's show the dashboard. 207 miles an hour down into turn 1. Way faster than these trucks should go, quite honestly. The outside lane works, but you gotta have enough people pushing to really get it going as Damian continues to lead as long as he hangs that bottom. I think everybody's starting to kind of figure out where the running order needs to be to stay alive in this. We're coming up on a lap car. That is the 36 of Joe Thompson. Three wide headed at Joe. Hopefully Joe goes up the track here. Gives these guys a little bit of room. Yep, and he does. Damian's still going to lead, but for how long? A lot of these lines are starting to pack up and move forward. And Justin Bell, just like that, takes over the lead from the middle lane. Bell with the lead at the moment, but I have a feeling that that bottom lane may pull forward here in just a second. Justin trying to cover both lanes. Damian continues to lead. Justin Bell in that middle lane. And then you've got the 22 of Zach Ranke on the outside. I'm actually surprised that everybody's been this clean. As we've got, like, it looks like 2 whole packs. So we'll try and do another crank it up here in just a second. We got somebody getting too hot, I think. Somebody said something about pulling out of the pack. But we'll go to our TV mixed here in just a second, or static, and we'll crank it up for a lap or so. Alrighty. Somehow we made it 2 laps with me cranking this thing up, and you guys are still green flag racing. Get that off screen. Gary Freeman is up to the lead right now. We've got a couple of cars that crashed in the back. Still green, though. 23 laps to go. Gary is trying like hell to get out in front of Damian. Nobody's been able to really do it yet. 4 wide down the backstretch. Kova is in the wall. Gary takes over the lead for the time being. Tom's going to try and get his lap back the hard way. Ooh, Tom leading the bottom lane, but with nose damage. So your actual leader, as we speak, Damian is going to be the leader on the bottom side. But with Tom out in front, that's like a parachute. We'll see if Gary can capitalize on that. It doesn't look like it's slowing Tom down at all. Justin Bell leads over Damian, but then Gary comes back with RJ pushing. Ooh, Damian is just on the edge of Tom's bumper. Gary leads off of turn 2. I'm just waiting to see somebody make a mistake. RJ looking for some air. He's been pushing Gary pretty hard there. Justin Bell going to take over the lead. He's got Gabe Griffin right behind him. We haven't talked about Gabe much. And then we've got Phil Connor, your other lap car, trying to make it to the front. Tom's going to wind up in the sucker hole and head backwards. A couple of these guys trying to make something happen because some of them need a caution to get back into this thing. Damian back to the lead on the bottom side. I'm just waiting for somebody to make the wrong move. We're getting long into this. We're about halfway, and you click the apron with a brain fade, and it's all done. Looks like Miguel coming down pit road there. Damien's going to be your leader still. Ooh, Ethan doors Ron just a little bit. 4 wide almost down in to turn 1, but we're back down to 3. I just can't believe how well these guys are keeping it together. It's kind of amazing, especially being what we saw with SLOCAR, how much is actually going on around here. Ooh, Ron up the track just a little bit, but he holds on to it. Justin Bell to the lead, but now Damien's coming back. This is some damn good racing for iRacing Superspeedway. As Justin Bell's going to rocket around the outside with Phil Connor pushing him. The big question is, how long are these guys going to be able to push before things go bang? Because as we talked about in SLOCAR, you push too long, and the motor on these things could just go poof. That's it. Top lane seems to be breaking apart again. More on the bottom than on the top. Justin Bell leads. He's going to cover Damien. Damien's going to go high. Justin's going to be stuck in the sucker hole unless Phil lifts. He lets Phil come back, or Phil lets Justin come back in. Damien's going to be your leader as we come off of 4. The other question is fuel. I don't know if these guys can make it on fuel. 4 wide down the start straight. Gabe Griffin to the lead for the first time tonight. It's been confirmed to me that they cannot make it on fuel. So might we see our first green flag stops, or do we see a caution before then? And Ethan Mosby leads tonight. Ethan's got Damien behind him. Three wide down into the corner. Ethan holds the bottom. They'll get a little loose there in the middle of the corner. There's a lot of others checking about fuel. Damien to the outside, actually to the middle. Hopefully that doesn't put him in the sucker hole there. So Gabe's going to inherit the lead with Gary pushing as they drop down in front of Ethan Mosby there to cover the bottom lane. The question is how long before we see a green flag stop? Because I feel like once we see a green flag stop, and Ron, I thought I saw Ron loose. I think I saw Tom loose. I'm not really sure what all happened there. We're going to go back. I saw Tom. Okay, it was Phil. We're going to roll that back. And we're going to go chopper on this. We're going to look at Ron because it looks like he's right in the middle of it here. So what happened there? I don't even think they made contact. I gotta far chase Ron here because I'm not even sure what really happened. Yeah, it was just a bit of neck coat after Ron drifts just a little bit, and that right there could be funky air because of the way these cars draft. Oh man, Tom. Holy cow. Yeah, Tom died. Tom died. Blaine Sutton up there. Ron with not too much damage, so looks fairly decent. But that definitely was death. This will let some guys fix some damage, get some fuel, make it to the end. As we have a car just sitting at pit road entrance. I'm not sure who or what that's about, but Gabe Griffin going to lead down into pit road here. So this will be a full-length caution. We'll see what happens as we get ready to come out of the pit road. Okay. Well, it looks like Ron's got the lead here. So he will be our restarter next time around. We'll be choosing next time. So, Ed, I might run 87s after this. It all kind of depends, but I don't think we're going to make the 930, which is going to mean 11:30 for the next race. I probably won't keep the stream up for that. It'll just take too long to get there. So, oh, Ron's coming down this time. I figured Ron was going to head towards the front, so that'll actually give Gary the lead. Maybe Ron's kind of decided that moving to the back with about 18, 19 laps to go might be the better play. Probably not a bad idea, quite honestly. All right, they are going to choose this time by... We still got some lap cars coming around at speed. We're going to be choosing this time. Scott rolling up into position. And Scott's going to get stopped. Gary going to go to the high side. Interesting call. We didn't see anybody pick high side from everybody else in SLOCAR or FASCAR so far tonight. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out. All right, so you got Gary, you've got Nick Adams, Ethan Mosby, Gabe Griffin, Zach Ranke, Damian Conrad, Jacob Ritchie, Justin Bell, Joe Sullivan, and DJ Underwood. Your top 10. Gary's going to take the lead on this thing. He'll get us into the restart zone. Once he hits the white lines, we're off to the races. Gary going way late. He says, I want to get to the bottom is my guess, unless him and Gabe have a plan. Yep, Gary's looking kind of to go to that bottom. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can get back to the same kind of racing we'd been seeing as Gary jumps down in front of Nick Adams. Got a good stretch of the group so far. Gary drifts up. Nobody goes with him. Nick Adams. Oh, we're 4 wide down the front stretch we go. Joe Sullivan comes out of nowhere to grab the lead on this thing. He's going to drift back just a little bit as we head down into 3 and 4. Nick Adams going to take the lead over. That actually got stretched out pretty good. I was kind of shocked. Sullivan's going to come back on the high side. He's got Damian pushing. Damian drops to the bottom. And then Damian's going to take over the lead. Joe Sullivan's going to drift back a little bit. Still a lot of guys all over the place. We're 3 wide. Got Phil Connor pushing the 22. That's Zach Reinke trying to get forward. You're going to need 3 cars if you really want to try to make a power move around here, though. Damian continues to lead. Ooh, there's a little bit of Doran in the corner, or in the straightaway. See, Damian's led 17 laps tonight, but he's in the sucker hole as Joe Sullivan goes to the lead. He's led 2 laps so far. See if he can keep it up as Justin Bell tries to get a run with Gary around the outside, but they don't have near the numbers that Joe Sullivan's got with Gabe Griffin pushing. Oh, Joe Gooch lost it in the back, and I think he just ate the wall. We're going to see if we can't. I'm not sure what happened to Gooch. He's just loose out of nowhere. We'll go TV. Actually, we'll go blimp on this. We're coming down into 3. I don't know if the damage on Gooch's truck caused the issue or if he like kind of missed the corner because he's loose without anybody touching him. Oh, Ron is the luckiest human being alive right now. Gooch, not too terrible, shockingly. Raven Metheny around. I've got to turn some software off now. If it'll let me, as we're still, then we'll go live here. Where's my software? There we go. That'll turn that off. Get rid of that guy for right now. Okay. Don't see anybody pitting this time, which I'm not surprised that we're not. So we got Joe Sullivan, Gabe Griffin, Nick Adams, Ethan Mosby, Justin Bell, Jacob Ritchie, Matt Yost, Damian Conrad, DJ Underwood, and Gary Freeman, your top 10. See what we got here. Joe Sullivan up 17. Gabe Griffin up 22 so far. All right, we got a few cars still getting laps back. Looking to see who this is. That is the 78 of Mitchell Calvin getting a lap back here. So Joe Sullivan chose the high side. We'll see how it pays off for him. He's going to be a restarter. Gabe Griffin to the inside as we get down into the waning laps of this thing. We've got 27 cars on the lead lap. Diggs, I do see it. All right. Joe Sullivan is going to take off once he gets into the restart zone. We're green flag racing. 8 laps to go. Can we make the end without carnage? I guess that's yet to be seen as Joe Sullivan leads down into the corner with Justin Bell in tow. Matt Yost behind them. And Gabe Griffin coming back on that bottom lane. He's got Nick Adams and Ethan Mosby. We have Raven Metheny coming out of the pits. He's going to go I to avoid these guys. Gabe Griffin, your leader right now. Three wide as they head towards the lap car of Raven Metheny. Matt Yost drops it down in front of Joe Sullivan. Gabe Griffin still your leader as we come off of 4. 4 wide down the front stretch we go. Kyle Carpenter shoving it 4 wide, not able to do anything with it as he doesn't have any help. It's going to let these guys break that barrier a little bit and get out in front. Gabe still leads. Nick's going to leave him. But then he's got Ethan Mosby right there to pick him back up. He's going to drop back for a minute as Joe Sullivan and Justin Bell come around the outside. But now Gabe's starting to pick some speed back up. So Gabe's going to pull along. They got Justin Bell, Joe Sullivan, 3 wide down through the turn. Gabe back to the lead. Somebody's around and airborne. I'm not sure who that was. We'll have to kind of pay attention to who's dropping the most. I believe Joe Sullivan was in that. I know Joe Sullivan was in this. Oh, the 66 goes airborne in all of this. DJ Underwood gets absolutely airborne. Josh Cruz almost makes it through. Sean Cameraman in it. RJ is absolutely sideways. RJ actually getting through it pretty good. Oh, Damien, you hit hard. Wait. Somebody said something about somebody going over the pit wall. Did Joe Sullivan go over pit wall? Shut up. Oh, yeah, Damien. Oh my God. While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go back. Sorry, Damien, but we're gonna go for a ride with you. We're gonna go for a ride with Damien on this one, because holy shit. Oh. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, so Damien having a hell of a ride there. Gabe Griffin gonna be your restarter on this this next restart. We're going to choose this time. We'll get this thing back going again. Wow. That was just wild. I've actually cleared that before. Raven Metheny getting a lap back. Damien and I believe that was Blaine Sutton getting a lap back. So we got 31 cars on the lead lap right now. RJ going to slot in behind Nick Adams there. Pace car is going to go off here any second. And once Gabe hits the start-restart zone, he can take off. And we're off. Whoa, that was weird. It's got a massive glitch. Not sure if that was the black flag clear or what caused that. I'm glitching for some reason. It's got to be black flag clears. Ethan Mosby to the lead on the outside. Remember, that bottom lane's got to get some momentum going before we can start to see something happen here. Gabe's going to come back on that bottom lane. We're 4 wide down the front stretch. Oh, that ain't good. Everybody kept it straight somehow as Gabe and Justin are headed towards the start-finish line. We'll be at 3 to go here. Gabe leads down into turn number 1. Kyle Carpenter on that high side. They're trying to get that whole thing moving. Kyle Carpenter to the lead. Oh, Joe Sullivan just winds up getting turned. I gotta wait for that to catch up for a second. I think that was a neck code hit. And we're gonna go to the blimp. And we're gonna look at Joe Sullivan here. And we're gonna quarter speed it. Oh, this was like a double deal because Joe Sullivan gets loose. They start spinning around. Why is this tracking funny? I'm not sure why it's doing that. Dustin Ray involved. I see Eric Cap involved over on the other screen. Not sure what's going on all of a sudden. I got to check that out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up there, Corn. I'm looking. Give me just a second. Our GPU usage isn't that high. I'm not sure why it's glitching. Let's check some settings really quick. We're going to turn these to low, see if that helps a little bit more. JD, is it glitchy on your iRacing? I'm not sure why this is glitching. Nothing's really working hard. Okay. So it's got to be the black flag clears again. That's the only thing I can figure, unless there's some sort of server issue. We're going to call the race as best we can. Okay, so it is the black flag clears that are causing the issue. I don't understand why it's doing that, and we're going to have to get with iRacing on that. But, all right, so we got Kyle Carpenter is going to be your restarter. Gabe Griffin is second. Justin Bell is third. Nick Adams is fourth. RJ Hurst fifth. Matt Yost is sixth. Joe Thompson seventh. Connor Blasco eighth. Phil Connor is in ninth, and Andrew Boger, your top 10. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a server glitch to this because everything was running smooth and now it's acting super weird. So we're going to go ahead and choose this time. Gabe's going to go to the bottom side. I think they're having to do some black flag clears the hard way, unfortunately. Alrighty. A whole lot of confusion going on here. All right. Kyle Carpenter's going to bring us to the start-finish line. Once he hits the lines, we can get going. All righty. Kyle Carpenter going to jump out to the lead. He's going to head to the bottom, pick up Gabe Griffin. Excuse while the black flag clears are happening, guys. That should even out here in just a second. Kyle Carpenter going to be your leader down in 1 and 2. So this is a green-white checker. First one I think that we've used so far. Let's see if we can actually get through this one or what's going to happen. Now, remember, as we get close to the start-finish line, there's a point of no return here that we won't be able to throw a caution flag. So Kyle Carpenter, though, and Justin Bell going to be battling it out down through 3 and 4. Damian sideways. He's up into the field. And we're under caution again. Well, go back and see what happened there. That looked like a netcode hit off of Damian. We're going to have to go back. I'm looking for him. He's right here. And we're going to far chase this. No, not rear chase, far chase. Quarter speed. And I'm going to guess there's a netcode hit off the 74. Yeah, there's 2 foot of netcode right there. I mean, Damian does a really good job of catching it. And then he gets Diesel, which Diesel doesn't even flinch, which is really weird. He phases through Matt. He gets Nick Adams and Tom Harrod. A couple other guys involved. There's something weird. There's like glitching going on. I don't think it's just a black flag clearing thing. I think there's more to it than this. This will be a short caution. Scott should be already on the backstretch so we can choose. I don't anticipate the top 10 pit in here. There's just some really weird things going on in this server right now. Scott said he's been lagging when the wrecks happen. Joe Sullivan says 15th to 5th on that restart. So I would expect Mr. Sullivan to be moving. Yeah, and we're clearing black flags again here, so that's going to add to some issue. Like I said, bear with us, guys, on the restarts till we get through turn 2. I do believe it's going to kind of lag in and out a little bit. Get ready to come out of turn number 2 and head towards head towards the choose truck. Race Control having to fight some things tonight with the server, which is never a fun time. Kyle Carpenter, a control truck. He's headed to the high side. Justin Bell to the bottom. All righty. So, again, off of Kyle Carpenter, we hit the restart zone. We'll be going green. Let's see if we can make it back around to the start-finish line. And we're off. Again, excuse the glitching, guys, until we're through through 1 and 2 here, just because of the black flag clears. Carpenter going to cover Bell. Bell's going to try and make his way around Carpenter, I would guess, after this lap. See if he can't do something here. I see Connor Blasco for the first time tonight. Gabe Griffin in this fight as well. Ooh! Justin Bell goes to the high side. And he's hooked up with Connor Blasco. They're headed to the lead, and they are there. Kyle Carpenter going to sneak back in. Joe Sullivan looking for the middle lane. He's going to try to go under Justin Bell. He doesn't do it. Out of turn 4 onto the front stretch. We get close enough. This thing's going to go official. We're in it, guys. This thing's going to the end. White flag, white flag. Bell leads down into 1. Carpenter's side draft pulling alongside Joe Sullivan. 2x2 behind Bell. Oh, there's death in the back. Joe Sullivan swings it to the outside. He's got one hell of a run. Kyle Carpenter leads him. Bell still leads on the bottom. Sullivan's got nobody. Griffin's with Bell. Mosby with him as well. Kyle Carpenter going to try and get a run. I don't know if he's got enough time to do it. Does Gabe Griffin move and try to take the win over Justin Bell? Ethan Mosby to the top lane. It's going to be close here at the start-finish line. Gabe Griffin's going to continue to push it. Justin Bell. Oh, my God, what a finish. What a finish. We're going to come back. We're going to come back here. That was a wild, wild finish. I want to go chopper on this. Why is it not? There we go. We're going to just play it kind of quarter speed. Up to the high side. The 77 tries to go middle. Nick Adams tries to go to the high side. If Gabe would have left Justin, it would have been a different story. But 4 wide there across the finish for like third. Still pretty impressive. Yeah, that was one heck of a run there at the end for all of those guys. We'll come back live as Justin Bell is smashing the ever-living crap out of his car. We'll get the results up on screen. We'll get this off screen. That's practice results. We want race results. All right, Justin Bell going to be your winner. Gabe Griffin second. Mitchell Calvin's third. Kyle Carpenter fourth. Ethan Mosby comes home in fifth. Nick Adams is sixth. Joe Sullivan seventh. Diesel Weasel going to come home 8th. Dustin Ray is 9th. Aaron Rolland is 10th. Tom Gom comes home 11th after a wild head-on collision with the outside wall. Phil Connor is 12th. We've got Eric Cap 13th, Aiden Haller 14th, Andrew Mogers 15th, Connor Blasco's 16th, Raven Metheny is 17th, Nate Bundy 18th, and then we'll move back for just a quick second here, and you can see the rest of the field. All in all, one hell of a run tonight. Just a wild night of racing. We'll move this back so we can look at that, and we're going to do a couple things here. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk Justin Bell. Justin, hell of a win there. I thought Gabe might leave you. I was kind of shocked when he stayed. But you guys pulled it off at the end.
Yeah, we pulled it off. I needed him for sure. I left him a couple times. I didn't really think he was gonna stay with me after that last one.
Right. Look, especially because we watched. It was a hell of a restart because Kyle dropped it in front of you, and then you kind of ran with him, and then you did some shucking and jiving. Next thing I know, you guys are getting a hell of a run around the outside.
Yeah, it was. We can get a run on. Well, you can get a run on somebody when you're right behind them like that, and you can just side draft by them, especially when you're one-on-one and you don't have nobody behind him.
Right.
And I think they had a hellacious run coming from behind. It's like, they're either going to hit me hard enough or wreck me, or I'm going to keep going. One of the two.
Well, I mean, just to kind of survive the chaos, it's always kind of nuts.
And considering I was on the roof at one point over the top of people.
Well, we saw Ron flip over, and the only thing that was damaged was his spoiler. So explain that one to me.
It had some wheel damage to it because when I went over the top, it would not break straight. So I'm like, yeah, I got wheel damage here.
Yeah, there's definitely something, but and the thing that always happens every time we come here is the unpredictable net code.
Yes.
And that winds up biting you more often than not.
Yeah, here I either end up in a catch fence or either really close to the win. I don't think I've ever won here.
Well, that's win number 3 for you.
Yes, I'm on number 3 now here.
Yeah, so you're getting close to Kevin Hayes and Nick Warfield territory.
Yeah.
So
mine are spaced out a lot. Mine weren't in a row real close. Right.
Right. No, I get that. But I guess the big question is, you got anything for the anniversary race next week? 80 laps in the 87s at Dega.
Me and the 87s at Dega just never work out well.
I mean, it's 80 laps.
This is true. It's more about surviving that one than just going fast. So
yeah, exactly.
You'll have the track temp to 130 degrees, the surface of sun.
How do you know what I'm really gonna do until I do it, though?
Yeah, we don't know what you're really gonna do, but we have an idea.
I left it cool here.
Yeah,
so what?
Here.
It wasn't melt your face off hot. So,
this is true.
But anyway, all right. Well, good win tonight, buddy. We'll let you go, and hopefully we can talk to you next week.
Hopefully.
All righty, bud.
All right, later.
That was Justin Bell. We'll go ahead and grab second place, Gabe Griffin. You could have stayed with Justin. You could have won the thing. Why didn't you just dump him?
Okay, for starters, I'm Baby Huey, not the bowling ball. I don't dump people for wins. And I figured
that's fair.
If I tried to pass him, it was going to slow us both down, and the field was going to freight train us. So I figured it's better to take second and stick with the leader than finish 15th because you get freight trained.
That's fair. That's fair. I figured getting close to the line, though, you just zip out and around. I mean, it could have worked out, especially with as much side draft and what we saw tonight. If you left somebody, they just dropped off the front. Like they were gone.
Yeah, it's like sticking a parachute out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I'd have tried it. I'd have tried to swing it out. You had plenty of room.
Yeah, didn't want a repeat of my last truck race here. Not
We
seeing
see-
anybody down pit road again.
We saw enough guys wind up at the catch fence tonight. That's for sure.
I
So-
saw Damien go about 50 feet in the air in my rear view off the end of pit one. I'm like, well, he's dead.
Dude, that was absolutely nuts. We went on board for that one, and I can't even explain that. So it's kind of weird, but I'll you know, it is what it is. We've seen Kale Spicer fly up and over the wall. So
Yeah. Which that entire race, I was terrified. I lost my fast repair in the first wreck. I got pinned against the inside wall and absolutely slammed about 5 times.
yeah,
So I lost the fast repair on lap 5. And I was like, well, you know what? If I'm a crash out running, I'm gonna do it up front.
right. Yeah,
And if you're in
no.
front of the field, you kind of can't be involved in the wreck in the middle of the field.
Well, and that's true too. Well, especially if you lose the fast repair, you know, and we even saw Tom do it too. You have to either save the fast repair for as long as you can, or if you lose the fast repair, you might as well go for it, because at least you're in front of the chaos, or you fall off the back of the pack and pray to God that, you know, a caution happens. It's kind of flip a coin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this track, you definitely can't wait too long.
Yeah, no,
You
No,
will
you-
never catch up.
no, definitely not. So, well, Gabe, I guess I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Justin. What's it going to take next week to win the anniversary race?
Patience.
Like I say,
Teamwork.
80 laps in an 87. You got 2 fast repairs, but it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but I think we've seen here tonight that 2 fast repairs don't mean anything if you ain't got the patience to get around everything. I mean,
Well,
if
and
you try and force it, you're going to end up wrecking yourself.
right.
And
Well,
the last 87 race going green as long as it did, tires are going to be a big thing there. If you
Yeah.
don't have patience to save your tires, you're done. I've seen it all week in officials. People burn their tires up and
True
running in
story.
way too deep.
True story. Me and Tom have seen that our fair share this week too. So
I've seen people this week. I raced an official yesterday with a guy that lost over 1,400 I rating this week
wait, what?
in the 87. Yeah.
Oof, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, no, I've lost 80 last night. I don't feel bad now. Yeah, that's some overdrive in there.
Monday and Tuesday, I lost 400. I have it bad.
Yeah, that's bad enough. But all right. Well, good job on the second place tonight, bud. We'll let you go, and maybe we'll get to talk to you after next week's race.
Yep. Have a good one, fellas.
You too, bud.
Congratulations again.
All righty. We're gonna get Mitchell Calvin in here. Mitchell, you came home 3rd place tonight. Pretty close finish there at the end, and definitely, you know, a solid finish considering all the chaos that happened.
Yeah, got caught up. We had that crash that the 2 trucks went down to the inside, and I checked up a little bit, and then just kind of an accordion behind me and spun me out into the wall, caused the blown motor. I was trying to see if I could get help from Blaine to give me a push on the pit lane, but it locked into the brake, and I had to take the tow. So I got a little lucky with the cautions there.
I was gonna say, you're not the first person that I talked to that had to burn through their fast repair and wound up in the top 3. So, I mean,
You know, sometimes it happens to the best of us. I mean,
the amount of people I saw on their roof tonight, and I had seen you coming around the outside, Mitchell, and I'm like, at first you didn't have any help. You used side draft to get there, and then by the end of it, you're inside, right behind Gabe and Justin, and they all fanned out behind you, which gave you the 3rd place there.
Yeah, that last couple laps, I was just looking for a sliver of hope on the inside and maybe root Mosby out of the way and kind of work my way up that way. But yeah,
Well-
the outside was good for maybe passing to get to the lead, but other than trying to make headway up front, it just stalls out on the stretches. Too bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like restart wise, or if they checked up on the bottom, you were good. but you had to have at least 4 cars, and most everybody's down on the inside lane, so it's just like one giant draft pack, and they blow right back by you going into the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the tough part about it, but you know, the inside line prevails here a lot more than the outside does,
Oh yeah, for
which is
sure.
kind of crazy because everywhere else it's like you get that middle lane is where you need to be, but here it just gets you through the corner, but when you get mid center off, it just falls away.
Right. Well, and I mean, me and Tom were kind of talking about it a little bit at the top of the broadcast. Like, you start to get 3-4 cars wide, it's like that second lane starts to get really funky with the air, and it's almost like the truck's kind of weaving back and forth.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that from just my position and just riding in the back, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna maybe give another half a truck length to get into the corner and make sure when if they fan out going in that I can find an exit strategy on a wreck. So
Right.
luckily, most of them I've got a way through. So
I was gonna say, because once they hit the bottom, they tended to shoot right back up, and if you could thread the needle, you were good. But there were some guys that weren't so lucky.
nah, not at all. I know Tom was behind me in the crash, and he was the crash that blew my motor, and he was, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't have enough time." I was like, "We're running 205, 206. When it happens, you just got to hang on."
Right. Yeah. There's really when it happens here, you're screwed. You're just along for the ride. So, but all right. Well, good job tonight on the 3rd place. I'll ask you the same question I asked Gabe and Justin. What's it going to take to win the anniversary race next week in the 87s at Dega?
Practice for me. Don't do a lot of 87 racing. Kyle Carpenter's kind of helping out like me and Blaine and DJ and stuff like that with our little
Gotcha.
group and
Okay.
giving us some tips on how to run it. I'm getting a little better at it, but you know, it just takes time and seat time with it.
I was gonna say, if I give you some pointers, make sure you check up. Don't try to overdrive your corners and avoid the chaos, because it's gonna happen. Like, it's just bound to happen there. So, but
Oh yeah.
alrighty. Well, good job tonight. Hopefully we see you next week and see you back up here in the booth.
I don't plan on it, but it'd be nice to do it.
I
Appreciate
hear
you
you.
putting it on.
Yep, no problem, bud. Good drive tonight.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for tonight. We missed 87s, so I'm gonna call the broadcast here. Thoughts on the race tonight, Tom? I mean, you were in the chaos. It seemed like netcode was a problem. Kind of some weird ones.
Netcode was a bit of an issue. Lot of egos from people that it baffles me in how you could get one with how bad of a driver you are. But that's not here or there. I don't think it was a bad race at all. I wish they uncorked these things just a little bit more so we can get a little bit more speed out of it. Not that it probably would have helped anything, but it definitely would have been a lot more fun.
It seemed like to me, and maybe I'm wrong, like they bottled them up a little bit, because I remember the trucks going faster here.
Yeah, you used to be able to do like 210, 220. Now
Yeah.
you can only do like 205. It's like, this sucks.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. And that's kind of what I noticed as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, the only issue that I see here, and this is something we talk about every time, is the amount of netcode that happens here. And it's
Yeah, it's very specific between the right front and the left rear. And I don't get it. And it's not just the truck, it's every car in
everything.
iRacing.
Yeah, I
don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure myself, but hopefully we'll at some point get it fixed. I don't know how much work they really do on this track these days, so
It's not the track, it's the cars. And because you can see it in the 87s, it's been like that for 3 or 4 seasons now.
right.
You see it in the Xfinity, you see it in who the fuck is? Oh, the you see it in the Xfinity cars, you see it in the Cup cars. It's not a track thing, it's a car thing, and it's something that I hope that those of you in iRacing that have the powers that be that watch this, please look into that. I
Yeah.
can't send too many more emails without you guys getting too mad at me. So
Yeah, that I'd say that's a thing. So, but all right. Well, on that note, that's what we're gonna call it tonight. We'll be back here again. we'll be here Tuesday night for sure for the Liberty Racing League. We'll have that live. That'll be the last one that we do before Vidane picks up the final. And then we have the start of the NASCAR Throwback League. That'll be live here. I think we're doing 8:10 is our stream start time. That'll be for the first round of Daytona. We had the shootout last week, so we'll have that coming up as well. And then outside of that, I don't really have too much on the books. I've got work things going on, so kind of keep an eye on the channel, guys, and then I'll let you know when we're going to be live. But if we don't go live tomorrow night, we'll see you guys all on Tuesday night. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend live from Concord, Massachusetts. I'm Tom Gum. Say goodnight, AJ.
Good night, AJ. We'll see y'all then.